Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. We're going on a cruise in a few days. So today, in this video, we thought we would break down the tips, the do's and don'ts of packing, what to bring, the essential stuff, the nice to have items. So come join us! This is what we bring for our cruises. We have one check bag, and then we would have one carry on each and our personal backpacks as our personal items. And first tip is to have TSA locks, TSA approved locks. So there are numbers. I'm sure many of you know. This way, if a TSA agent needs to open your luggage, they can without breaking the lock. They'll just use a numbered key. And also, they serve as deterrents, for thieves. If they see it's locked, it's harder to steal from your luggage. So it's always better to have it locked. Let's start with the do's of cruise packing. So first is you have to pack with your itinerary in mind. So which ports? Are there formal nights, sea days? What's the weather? What are your excursions? Because your itinerary dictates your outfit and your gear. So we've heard it before, to lay every outfit out and then deduct 20%. But we prefer to do it right the first time. So what we do is we create our itinerary, like a schedule like this, all the days and where we're going, excursions. If we have booked excursions, it's all here. And then we have the blank spaces for us to write what we're wearing for that day. We prefer doing it right the first time.
Right. So instead of putting all the clothes down that you think you're going to wear and then taking off 20% of it, which is, X work and double handling, we'll just do it right the first time. So any clothing that doesn't have any assigned date or event will not even be taken out of the closet.
Yeah, so we do this instead. We make a day-by-day calendar with our cruise itinerary showing which days are sea days and which are port days. We write down what we're wearing for each day, which prevents overpacking because every outfit now has a purpose.
So for example, Monday, you know what you're doing on a Monday. If Monday's a sea day, you already know what shirt and pants and even slippers or shoes to wear on that day. And then for the evening of that day, you have another set of clothing that you have already listed, so you take it out of your closet.
And related to this, plan your excursions and pre-book what you can. This way you know the clothes you will wear. For example, if it's a beach day, swimsuits. If walking tour, comfy clothes and shoes.
And also, if you are taking an excursion that you are not familiar with, why don't you go and watch someone else's video of that tour and look at the terrain. If if it's rough terrain and you know what to wear, or if it's just the beach and you can just wear slippers.
The second tip is you put your essentials in your carry-on bag because your checked luggage don't usually make it to your cabin until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So like your medications, a charger, and sunscreen, and all the other things you will use for that duration, like swimsuits or your flip-flops, rubber slippers. Make sure you put that in your carry-on.
That way you can hit the pool even before your luggage shows up in your room, if you want to.
Okay, next tip is to pack outfits that you can mix and match. So clothes can be repeated on different nights using different combinations. So you have to simplify so you don't overpack. For example, I am taking with me one black skirt, but I am bringing multiple tops that would go with it. So one dinner, I can wear this. Another dinner, I can wear it like this.
And it's a completely different outfit.
Yeah. Or another one. So then I only bring one
skirt for three different outfits.
For 3 different outfits. So for men,
yeah, even for myself.
Yeah, so one shirt.
I put on one tie for the first formal night, and then a different tie, and perhaps a different pair of pants for another formal night. And that's two different outfits.
Yeah, mix and match so you don't overpack. Another tip is to avoid thick coats and bring multiple thin layers instead. So, for example, I am going to bring one jean jacket because theaters and if you want to hang out outside and it's windy, it could be cold.
Yeah, for especially for movies under the stars.
And I will also bring a sweater. Cruise ships have medical centers, but they can be very expensive. So another tip is to bring your own medicines for like headaches or pain relievers. So bring your own so you don't have to pay. Another tip is to bring extra swimsuit, at least two pairs. So when one is wet, the other is drying, you have an extra one in case you want to go swimming again.
Another thing you need to remember is you need to label your luggage inside and out. Now, luggage tags can fall off, they can tear, or they can get separated from your bags during handling at the airport, hotels, buses, or even at the cruise terminal. So having your name and contact information on both the outside and inside of your suitcase ensures that if the outer tag goes missing, well, your bag can still be identified and be returned to you. It's a simple step that protects your luggage from getting lost, protects you from headaches, delays, and unnecessary stress on your vacation. Because, hey, you don't want stress on your vacation. That's the main reason you're going on vacation, is to get rid of stress.
Okay, now we're going to go to the don'ts. So first and foremost, you don't have to pack any towels or, like face towels, anything, because they're provided in your cabin. So don't even waste luggage space with towels.
Even your favorite towels, don't even bring them.
Yeah. And next one is you don't take your steamer. So we have this travel steamer we would take during land vacations, but on cruises, you can't bring these because they'll be confiscated. The third one is to don't overpack shoes. So my secret is to limit it to 3 and then plus the one you're wearing during travel. So for example, I'm going to show you for this cruise, I'm going to take my Birks, my Birkenstock, and I'm going to take a neutral flip-flop for like sea days. And then, of course, don't forget your rubber slippers when you're in the pool or when you're expected to get wet, like in a beach day. And of course, I just bring one sort of a formal sandals. So this is what I would wear for formal.
And if you can avoid high heels, because they're hard to pack, because you have to worry about your high heels because they might break. So if you can avoid high heels, maybe just avoid it just for the cruise.
And the older you get, you can't handle high heels anymore. So okay, another don't is please don't ignore the dress code.
Now, some ships still have formal nights, so check which formal nights and how many formal nights there are before you pack to avoid feeling underdressed. Now, I know that it's very tempting before the cruise to go, well, I don't want to wear any formal clothing and I'm not going to attend formal nights, so I'm just not going to bring any formal clothes. But I have experienced that before where I thought, I don't want to go to formal nights. And then once I was there and everybody else was wearing formal clothing and I was underdressed and I felt like a bum.
And don't pack clothes that you think you might wear. If you're not sure you're going to wear them, just leave them. Don't even take them because that's just waste of luggage space.
Anytime I brought something that I thought I might wear on a cruise, guess what happened? I never wore them.
And the last thing is don't bring your pet.
Yeah, I know it's tempting to bring your pet because you know you're going to miss him when you're gone, but no, don't bring him. It's not going to be a good idea to bring your pets on a cruise.
Okay, now we go to the essentials. What you must bring. So these are on top of your usual toiletries like toothpaste, toothbrush, your mouthwash. So please bring those. And also, please bring a conditioner because the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner on cruises aren't very good. So bring a conditioner. Anyway, of course.
Looks like somebody wants to come along. Didn't we just tell him not to come? Tell him he's not included in the. Hey, you can't come on the cruise.
So first, of course, are your passport and IDs. So bring your passports and your IDs. And of course, don't forget to bring cash. So you can use your cash for tips.
Hey, didn't we tell you that cats can't? Look here, cats. You can't come along on the cruise. All right. So just. All right. No, you can't. You can't come on the cruise. Okay. No, you can't. All right. Okay. Bye.
So again, your cash you can use for tips and also to purchase, small souvenirs and like small purchases when you go shopping, like at ports. And one other essential is you print your confirmations for your excursions, your hotel info, travel details, and also I print my insurance coverage, our insurance, travel insurance certificate.
Yeah, and don't just rely on your phone. I know everything's on the phone right now. You can just upload any document on your phone. You still want to have some physical backup.
Because technology fails.
You don't know what's going to happen. You could lose your phone. And then what happens?
Paper doesn't.
You're screwed.
Paper doesn't fail. So bring paper copies. And it doesn't take much space. So.
And any document that relies on internet connection to be accessed, don't rely on your phone, because what if there's no internet connection at that day when you're going out on your cruise? You can't access any of your documents.
Okay, another one that you must bring is a tracking device, tracking tags for your luggage. So, if your luggage made it on the plane, or, if it, knock on wood. If your luggage gets lost, at least you can track where it is and you can like have peace of mind. And of course, we've already said medications. So bring your medications in original packaging. So if you ever get questioned, you have your name and your medication. And also, your magnesium for...
Magnesium? What is that for?
Any supplements for your immunity, to boost immunity. And motion sickness. So I have patches. I have ginger, gravel, and then I have also my sea bands. So just in case there's some, like huge waves.
If you encounter bad weather, the ship is going to be listing or rocking or pitching up and down in all those different directions.
So medications, motion sickness remedies, vitamins. So those are must-haves. And one of the best investments I have made is a travel CPAP. So this travel CPAP, you don't need water. So, because that's a hassle. And they come in this small machine. So this is a must-have for me.
Well, it's more of a must-have for me so I can sleep. Because without it, I will not be able to sleep because I will hear noises. I need peace and quiet when I sleep.
There you go. A must-have, of course, are your chargers for your phones and your devices. So don't forget those. And also, it would be great to have like a power outlet like this, but it has to be non-surge. So non-surge power outlets, because
power strip,
because if it's a surge one, that'll be confiscated.
Now, if we're talking about charging, sometimes you need this power cube, because you don't know what kind of, because these cruise ships, they travel in international waters and they travel in Europe, Asia, and Australia. So here's a nice power cube right here. See, one example is here. See, if you're ever in Europe, you got the EU style plug in the same device. And then you can have your UK style plug if you are traveling in the UK or cruising in the UK. And here's your US type plug.
Yes, Canada.
US and Canada. Lastly, I mentioned Australia. Here you go. If you're cruising in Australia, your ship might have this kind of outlet, which requires this kind of plug. So here you go. One
cube.
Yeah, just one cube for the entire world. How about that? And let me show you something that I only discovered recently. Look at this travel shaver. Look how small that is. And it's, of course, it's rechargeable. The nice thing about this one is you charge it using USB. So you can charge this shaver using your phone charger. You don't have to bring a separate bulky charger just for your shaver, because before I used to travel with shavers that have their own bulky chargers, and the charger itself is about this size. Yeah, so it's very compact and does not require a separate charger.
Okay, next must have are your sunscreen, especially for tropical and Caribbean destinations. Your sunscreen, and of course, if you get sunburned, aloe vera. If you get bitten by insects, you have afterbite, and we also have this prescription ointment
For allergies.
for allergies and for like rashes and hives. And so these are our must-have skin care.
Non-negotiable. You gotta have them.
Yes. Okay, next one is travel reusable water bottle.
Or mug. That's
Yeah.
basically a travel mug.
So it's great for your hydration on excursions. So make sure you have them. Fill them with
Because the important thing about that is the water stays cool, or whatever drink you have stays cool. Because if you just bring a regular bottle of water with you, as soon as you step out of the ship in the Caribbean, the water gets warm.
Okay, next one. You should have a day bag. This is a waterproof day bag. So make sure you bring one for your excursions. And, a tiny little one for small items if you wish. Or we also have this packable backpack. So it packs like this, but it's actually...
It turns into a backpack. How about that?
It's actually a...
Wow.
backpack. And
Magic.
It's waterproof. So...
yeah, it's good for a beach day.
Yeah. That's a must-have. So you can put your water and your sunscreen.
Even at the end of the beach day, you can put your wet swimsuits in there, and it's waterproof. It won't leak outside.
Okay, and then our next one must-have for cruises are hooks, magnetic hooks.
Ooh,
or magnets. So
magnets.
we have two different kinds. This one is like a clip, so you can like clip paperwork, your excursion tickets. So this one we have, and we have this stronger hooks and like a lightweight hooks. So we have two different sizes of those, and we have these. So these are really...
the big magnets. They can actually hold... you can actually hang your clothes off of them.
You can't come! Okay, and we have a few other things here. So I bring sewing kits like this, for wardrobe.
Minor repairs. Minor wardrobe repair.
So yeah, so make sure you bring these. And then also for laundry, because we're not overpacking, we're gonna do maybe a couple loads of laundry. So we have this laundry bag we take with us. So it's quite huge. It can fit lots of laundry. So this one, and then you should bring your own detergent. And also we have this, not the cat, we have this Downy wrinkle release because we can't bring our portable steamer. So we use this instead.
It
And
works really well.
yeah,
I'm actually surprised how it straightens out wrinkled clothing. You just spray them on and tug on the clothing.
stretch. Yeah,
Yeah,
you tug.
stretch it after you spray them, and it's like, wow, the wrinkles are gone. It's like magic.
And of course, because we have cats, lint remover.
Yeah, because sometimes you put on your black pants on the cruise, and you're like, uh-oh, there's hair on my pants.
So we have a big one in our check bag, and then we have a small one in our carry-on.
Yeah, those of you with pets, you see what's happening there? See what's happening here? Look. See, that's what's happening. You got some black piece of clothing, and then a cat messes with it, and next thing you know, you got hair. Now here are some more must-have items. Here's a hat for your sunny destinations. Now it'll be good to bring a collapsible hat that can be squished down without hurting your hat, see, without damaging the hat. So yeah, those are must-haves. And what is this? This is a portable bidet. Now, in the summer, we went on a cruise in Japan, and our cabin had a Japanese toilet. If you go back to our channel, you're going to see a demonstration of how to use the Japanese toilet. So basically, this is a portable bidet because other cruise ships, they don't have the Japanese toilet. And one thing about the Japanese toilet is once you've used one, it just feels wrong to go on the toilet without a bidet once you've used it. Once you have tasted civilization, it's hard to go back to being uncivilized and using toilet paper. Of
course, you must take this one is my thank you cards box. So I have hospitality gifts in here, like
for your room steward and your servers.
Yeah, magnets and keychains
and people that you like.
Yeah, so just a tiny little thing to appreciate the staff who made your vacation wonderful. So there, those are our must-haves, and then we're gonna go to the optional ones, the nice to have.
Yeah, so after you pack all the essentials and then you find that you still have a little bit of room in your luggage, these are the things you might want to consider.
I bought this years ago. It's a beaded lanyard tag for my medallion, so I use
so
it.
for those of you who are cruising on Princess Cruises, you will have a medallion. That would be a good way to, I guess, bring it with you.
Your medallion comes with free lanyards, so you don't really have to, but I like it. So it's a nice to have.
Or you can wear them like a watch, like I do.
So these, you'd put your medallions in here and then wear them like a watch. So these are nice to have as well. And then your waterproof phone pouches. So these are nice to have when you have excursions that you have to be in the water. So to protect your phone, these are nice to have, or just don't bring your phone.
To the beach, you mean? Don't bring your phone to the beach.
Yeah. And next is this vitamin organizer. So we talked about bringing your vitamins. So this is something nice to have. So everything's organized for you. And it's perfect for a 7-day cruise. Another one is this plastic holder for luggage tags. So, you can print your luggage tag and staple them in your luggage, but this protects them. This is sturdier and they don't usually get lost. So we found that these are very maybe must have now, but you don't
I think they should be a must have.
But you don't really have to. Okay. And of course, we've learned this from previous vacations. Our sunglasses get lost. So
they get lost really easy. I think I have a theory that sunglasses actually they grow legs when you're on the beach on a vacation and they want to stay there because they always disappear at the beach. Somehow, for some reason, it's always at the beach when they disappear. So I think they grow legs and walk away.
So we bring spare ones just in case you lose the other one. You have another one. And nice to have. It's a tiny little package, but it's also nice to have just emergency earplugs if for some reason the cruise ship is noisy, or
Yeah,
like
if
your cabin is in a noisy
yeah,
area.
if you're unfortunate enough to have your cabin beside the Lido deck or beside the buffet, it's gotta be noisy.
And also nice to have are these neck fans, so you can wear them. Other way, sorry.
Yeah, so if fully charged, they can go for
Yeah.
hours. They can go for 6 hours maybe.
So for tropical and hot ports, hot places.
Yeah, hot destinations.
So
If you're going on a walking tour at a very very warm place, yeah, that's a very nice thing to have.
Okay, disposable underwear for emergencies. Say, for example, you ran out of underwear, so it's always nice to have disposable ones. So I always take a pack with me. And nice to have is a clock, because cruise ships don't have clocks. But if you kind of want to see, you wake up in the middle of the night, you want to know what time it is.
And also, when you're traveling on a cruise where the ship goes through different time zones, and you're changing your time zone every single day, which we have experienced that already, it gets confusing, and you don't really know what time it is. This is very easy to adjust. So just adjust it before you go to bed, and then you get up in the morning, you know actually what the actual time is in your time zone.
Okay, another one that's nice to have. It's nice to have a shoehorn.
Woo! Oh, we know somebody who does not go on a cruise without a shoehorn. He's got to have a shoehorn. You know who you are.
So that's nice to have. And we also bring this door hanger. So you can just put it on your bathroom door, and then it becomes an extra, you can like put your clothes extra.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So we take that with us, and we've used it. We found that's very useful, especially if you want to just hang your wet towels or your wet bathing suits. That really helps. Also, nice to have is a pair of scissors and some tape. So just for emergencies, if you need to cut something or seal something.
Minor repairs.
Minor repairs. We also have these. So these are for your lounge, like if you want to secure your towels for your lounge chairs. So we take this with us. Just nice to have. They do take a lot of space because they're weirdly shaped. So if you can fit them, they're nice to have. And then we also bought this like trays, toiletry trays.
It looks like a mouse pad.
Yeah, they like pack.
They're not really mouse pads, but I guess you can use them as mouse pads if you want to. But yeah, they turn into trays.
Yeah, they turn into trays. So like if you're jewelry,
watches, medallion, you can put them on there, and they won't fall off the edge of the nightstand.
So they pack flat, but they can turn into a tray. And then we also bring our portable speaker. So when we're out in the balcony, we don't really play it loud.
No, we don't play them loud. No,
but
we don't do that.
If we just want kind of like soft music in the background, so we bring our portable speaker.
Or if some people, they need to play certain noises when they sleep, like white noise or whatever. Yeah, that would be useful.
And we also bring our door magnets. So we have some door decorations that we put on our door, and they pack flat. So we just have a few of them.
And because we cannot bring our pets on a cruise, like we mentioned earlier, do not bring your pets. We just bring magnetic stickers of our pets. See? So we don't have to bring the actual pet with us, because that would be a bad idea, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah,
and it's like the first few days, it's easier to find your cabin when I see this, then I know it's
cabin. After a night of drinking and I'm going back to the cabin, I don't even look at the room number. I just look for a certain group of stickers, and when I see the cat stickers, oh, that's our room. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, for women
or men, if you want to. These are also nice to have. They're not for exercise, but they're for washing your face. You wear them and then they just hold the water. So you know how annoying it is sometimes when you wash your face and then the water just drips. So I bring these and then I wash my face and then I don't have to deal with dripping water. So these are nice to have. And what else is in here? Oh, so this one is like an empty candy container. So I've read somewhere or watched somewhere that you can use this for like putting in your cash or your valuables because they're just gonna think there's candy inside, but there's actually valuables.
Yeah, but now they know.
Now you know.
So now we can't use that exact one. We got to find something else now.
And you want to talk about what we have, like this contraption right here?
That is a Galaxy projector. It's a nice to have. I mean, it's absolutely unnecessary. But if you have room, you plug it in, and it turns your cruise ship cabin into a planetarium. It projects the galaxy and stars and planets on your ceiling. How about that? And you're sleeping at night, and you got the stars revolving on top of you. So it just adds an extra little excitement, a little piece of extra excitement when you sleep, if that's the kind of thing you're into. So yeah, that is a nice thing to have, not a must-have because it takes up some space. Another nice thing to have is snorkeling gear, because if you find that you want to go snorkeling and you did not bring a snorkeling gear with you, well, you're going to end up paying a lot because these places that rent out snorkeling equipment, they charge a lot of money. Not cheap. So if you have space in your luggage, you are better off bringing your own.
So based on our experience, that's everything we think you will need to pack for your cruise, the must-haves, the nice-to-haves, some do's and don'ts, some packing tips to not overpack. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. And we also want to know, A, if you overpack, B, if you are an expert packer, and C, if you always forget things. Please write on the comments below.
Yeah, let us just type an A or B or C on the comments, and that way we know how many of you are overpackers or underpackers or just right.
Yeah, or always forgetting things. And also, we also want to know what's your number one cruise essential item. If you want to also share that in the comments.
If we forgot to mention something that you have to bring on a cruise, let us know because we want to know what that is.
Thanks for watching. Visit our channel for more travel videos and subscribe to see what's next.
And there's a lot more coming up, so don't miss it.
Live your best life, everyone.